a speaker at a conference of leaders. And this speaker was in a small portion of the conference where they kind of break up into different sections. So he was in a classroom setting. And at the end of what he was teaching them, he brought out a jar. He brought out this jar and he put it on the table. And he took a few big rocks and he put them in the jar till they came all the way to the top. Then he asked the question, is the jar full? And some people said, yes, it is. He said, no, it's not full. Then he got some gravel and began to throw it in. The gravel kind of fell in amongst the rocks. And he said, is the jar full? Well, they kind of figured out where this is going. They said, no, it's not full yet. He pulled out some sand, poured the sand in there, and it fell in among the gravel and the big rocks. He says, is the jar full? They said, no, I don't think it's full yet. Then he brought some water out and poured the water in there, and even more water went in there. Then he asked them, what's the lesson? And one of the men responded, well, it shows us no matter when we think our life is full, there's always gaps, more things that we can fit in life. He said, no, that's not it. The lesson is this. You got to put in the big rocks first. You got to put in the big rocks first. Sure be hard to put them in later. And moms, you have influence from day one. And those big rocks of life, those important, essential things that need to be in our life to develop us in the way that God wants. It's so hard to put them in later. You ever try to put a big rock of faith in the life of a 25-year-old that doesn't already have it there? Sure is hard. So many other things have gotten in the way. Moms have access to taking the big rocks of loving God, having God in your life, preferring others above yourself. All these things that we could just line up that the Bible teaches us to place those big, essential things in the life of that child. And those things grow and other things begin to filter in around them, but those things are still the dominant force in that person's life.